Check, check.
That's right.
Okay, now that it's on a microphone, it's very official. I would like to welcome all of you to this joint rally of Climate Action Rhode Island and the ECRI Climate Crisis Campaign. I'm Justin Boyen. You guys look fantastic. It's a beautiful day. The Senate is about to vote on Senate Bill 629, which will amend the Renewable Energy Standard to give us 100% renewable energy, renewable electricity in Rhode Island by the year 2030.
Yes!
Yes!
A very, very worthy goal and achievable. So we're out here today to encourage a unanimous vote by the Senate on 629. We have among the audience here, we have people who are much more expert in the Renewable Energy Standard than myself. And so I would like to invite Kai to come up and explain to us exactly what this bill would do.
All right.
Kai's number one.
Thank you, Justin. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming out. My name is Kai Salem. I'm the Policy Coordinator at Green Energy Consumers Alliance. I'm an advocate who works on the bill to get 100% renewable electricity in Rhode Island by 2030.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Justin, for introducing us. So this bill would make Rhode Island a clean energy leader. There's a lot of talk in Rhode Island about climate change. We are the ocean state. We are one of the most vulnerable states in the country to climate change. We have experienced the most warming of any of the 48 contiguous states, and we, until this year, had failed to act on climate change in a meaningful way. A couple months ago, we celebrated the passage of the Act on Climate, which sets binding targets on reducing emissions. But what it really only did was kick off a planning process to get to that goal. But we already know what we need to do to act on climate here in Rhode Island. And at the absolute core of climate action, of reducing emissions, is getting all of the fossil fuels out of our electric sector.
Yes.
Here in Rhode Island, we spend almost $4 billion every year on fossil fuel energy. And yet we have no fossil fuel extraction in Rhode Island. We don't have any refineries. These fossil fuel industries are not creating jobs or helping Rhode Islanders. All they are doing is polluting our air and our water and contributing to the climate crisis here in Rhode Island.
Our money.
They are taking our money. And yet we have some of the greatest offshore wind resources in the country. Right. We have sun. We have some sustainable hydro here in Rhode Island. And we have the opportunity to get completely off of fossil fuels. We get to 100% renewables by 2030.
Woo!
This bill is the most important first step to making that happen. What this bill would do is it tells any company that sells electricity in Rhode Island, the biggest one, of course, currently being National Grid, and it says that you have to buy an increasing percentage of the electricity that you supply from renewable sources every year. That rises a little bit every year. It gradually increases until we get to over 90% in 2029 and hit 100% in 2030. We know that we can do this. We are already on track to get almost over 80% of the way to that goal, that 100% goal. We have the offshore wind resources in the pipeline. We have currently in our electricity mix today 20% renewable energy with a surplus. We're actually exporting renewable energy to other states because the utility companies are only required to buy 20% of their electricity from renewable sources. But we have more renewables than that. So we are sending that renewable energy out of our state rather than getting credit for that here in Rhode Island. So what this bill would do, again, it says right away, we are starting to increase our rate of buying renewable electricity here in Rhode Island. We are going to make it so that there isn't any more of a surplus, but rather we're supporting renewable energy job growth. And we are going to get to 100% renewable energy by 2030. brief shout out to another very important bill on the agenda. I see Crystal has it on her side, and that's great. And that is the extension of our energy efficiency programs. Our energy efficiency programs are the biggest clean energy program currently in our state. They create the most green jobs of any clean energy program in our state. And yet, if we don't extend them through passing this bill, they will expire in 2023. And we just can't afford to do that because these programs have been responsible for a 10% reduction in our electricity usage since they were first passed. We absolutely need energy efficiency to get to our climate goals. 634, least cost procurement, would extend our energy efficiency programs through 2035. So if we pass these two bills, I am confident that we are well on our way to acting on climate. These are the most important steps we can take, and they're on the Senate's vote calendar today. Woo!
When does the House vote?
Let's get the House to vote. Yeah. And so this is a great first step. I'm really so thrilled that the Senate is voting today, and we should all give the President Ruggerio a big thanks for sponsoring this bill. Also, Chair Sosnowski. You know, this is a big deal. Rhode Island would be the first state to get to 100% renewable electricity in the country, ahead of the federal goal of 2035. And the Senate is, especially compared to years of past inaction, they are going out on a limb. And we need to support them. We need to tell them that what they are doing is right. Rhode Islanders are demanding climate action, and they are listening to the people and responding with this goal. And now the House just has to do the same. So we hope that you all join us in the coming weeks. We only have a couple of weeks left in this legislative session. It's going to be all hands on deck to get these bills through the Senate and to a vote in the House so that we can get to 100% renewable electricity by 2030.